Retail workers, what's the most heartbreaking situation you've witnessed on the job? Our store was opening a new department, and some of the day staff have been called in to help the night staff fill the shelves for tomorrow's big opening. There was quite a lot of night staff raucously running around throughout the store, and a small handful of day staff cloistered in the new department, shuffling around dead-eyed and slack-jawed like they were auditioning for the next season of The Walking Dead. I was at the new department's computer reviewing the new stock when I saw someone approaching from the foreground. I looked up expecting to see a staff member, but instead, I saw a very heavily pregnant woman slowly waddling up to the counter. This woman is in utter shambles. Her hair is disheveled, her drooping eyes are sunken and engulfed in deep dark circles, and she's wearing pink pajamas complete with fluffy pink slippers contrasted heavily by what is surely a contender for the craziest leather jacket I've ever seen. That thing had chains coming off of its chains. It took her the better part of a minute to walk down the aisle and up to the counter. During that time, my mind was racing. How did she get into the store, and how did she get this far into it without being stopped by anyone? This was not someone who would casually escape notice. Anyway, she gets up to the counter, and we converse. Her name is Mary Hay. I say after catching their breath. Mary looks up and smiles weakly. Hey. How did you get into the store? We're actually closed right now. The front door was open. We examined security footage the day after to see how she got in, and sure enough, the heavy automatic doors were open by about half an inch, and despite her condition, after several laborious minutes, she had somehow found the strength needed to muscle the doors open wide enough to squeeze through. I see. Well, we're still closed, so. I was told that you can still operate the register. Who told you this? They said that the cashiers were locked but that you had a card that could open it, Mary whispered to me as she gazed towards the entrance. Yes. My card can override the system. However, all the money has already been counted from the registers. Oh. I see. What if I paid by card? That would work, right? That would work, but we're closed, but I suppose you've already come this far. Okay then, sure, let's do this. Ah. Thank you. This is greatly appreciated. So she waddles off, a great deal faster than she had arrived as if possessed of newfound purpose. Meanwhile, I shook off some of the night zombifications, and I slowly shuffled my way to the front of the store. About 10 minutes later, I saw her waddling into view and towards the counter. She was carrying her single item in both hands and, with great care, reverently placed it atop the counter. When I finally got a good look at the item, and my mind registered what it was, my heart almost broke in two. It was infant cough syrup. Suddenly, there was a moment of pure clarity where everything just made sense, and sure enough, after Mary paid for her item, thanked me once again, and left, I spoke to my coworkers, who all confirmed the conclusion I'd already reached. Mary ran into several staff, all of whom confronted her, but none of whom could bring themselves to turn her away once her purpose was revealed. The night staff were the first to intercept Mary, all of whom apologized profusely that they couldn't help but direct her towards their team leader, who might. The team leader then directed Mary towards the new department where there were day staff. Once she reached the new department, the day staff confronted her and directed them towards me, and a few even mentioned my admin card and that she would most assuredly get served. Mary had tried several petrol stations before she'd arrived at our retail park. Desperation had brought her, and one way or another, she was going to leave the retail park with what she came for.